was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as CP3 and Doc Rivers. But Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said, in Detroit, he's definitely the leader. When he speaks, everybody listens. This is his team. Kevin?
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. The entire offseason leading up to tonight, Steve, as a player, do you already know if your team has a chance to be special this early?
You know, Kevin, yeah, you do. And I think the teams that I've been on and teams that you see and saying we don't have a chance to win, you try to trick yourself. You're looking at management and ownership. Can we make a deal throughout this year to get us in contention? But you got to be realistic. You know the team that you don't have a chance to win the championship.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Trey Young is out there with Reddish. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Jabari Parker. And it's Jones in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Pistons, on the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Rose is out there with Brown. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position. A nice shot by Griffin.
It's funny, at one point in his career, Griffin wouldn't have even attempted that shot. Much more confidence now.
Now Hunter. Pass to Parker. Young outside. 5 on the clock. Over Rose. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Left side, Griffin. Back to Rose. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That play was made by Derrick Rose because of his ability to play pick and roll basketball.
Young against Rose. Young dishes to Hunter. Parker outside. Kicks it to Hunter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young. Again, Young missing. Brown wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Detroit.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Stolen by Rose. To the middle. Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Rose.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Pass to Hunter. He kicks to Parker. Young outside. Can they get it? Just 5 on the clock. Yep, that one goes.
For most defenses, Young's jumper is the first thing they have to account for when they play this team.
They get a hand on it. Young with the steal. And the turnover again by Atlanta. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Passes to Reddish. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Kennard. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Young drives in. Some solid defense from Brown.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And it's Rose missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hunter kicks to Jones. Parker with no one around. The Hawks again can't hit.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Kennard, the pass to Drummond. Outside Rose. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Rose has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pistons.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Young dishes to Parker.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
Here's Parker. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here's Reddish. 4 on the shot clock. They need this.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Griffin passes to Rose. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Rose has got 10 points in the game. And Coach Pierce works as an assistant general manager in the offseason. Steve able to learn that side of things and have a voice in acquisitions.
That's very important. They are building something special in Atlanta. He's going to play a big role in that as well.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Looking now at some numbers for Rose. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Young inside, working on Rose, and once again off the mark by Atlanta.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
People wondered how happy Blake Griffin would be after being traded from LA to Detroit a few years back. He has completely embraced the city, and Motown loves him back as well, quickly becoming a fan favorite.
And with Griffin, he's also embraced Detroit's situation, trying to build a contender.
Griffin said he feels like he's a part of building something special here in Detroit. You have to admire how quickly Blake has gone all in for the Pistons franchise.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the Pistons, one of the more successful franchises in NBA history. 3 titles and many other trips to the NBA Finals. Only a handful of franchises can say that.
Blake Griffin hits them both. And Smitty, you were talking about the Pistons, a history of success, of championships. But the last 10 years have been difficult.
Pistons have struggled the last decade. You're so right, Kevin. But this team has a track record of not staying down for long. Detroit doing what they can to return to championship contention.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. The lead is 15. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Young passes to Hunter. Here's Parker. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Young against Rose. To the wing right side. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. On the wing, Brown. Defended by Jones. 5 to shoot. Here's Drummond. No good on the shot. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Young in the corner. To the paint. Here's Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Now, last year, Damian Jones had a very promising start, but his season was cut short by injury.
Yeah, he tore a pectoral muscle about a third of the way into the season. Has shown big strides and was starting for a little bit. The upside and talent is clear for Jones.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. But we see a lot of big men creating offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic, also Blake Griffin, some of those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins, those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes. The one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19, traded back for Trey Young, and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
Bangs home the trifecta.
This is how you compensate for being 6'2". Trey Young sets his feet and gets it off quickly.
And the wide open shot from Rose. Rebound by the Hawks. And Steve, the Hawks not only identify talent, they identify guys who will excel in their established system.
And that system is finding value with shooters. They also look for guys who bring the energy and also bring the effort. The size of the player isn't as important as the heart.
For Atlanta, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the Pistons are starting to embrace the deep ball. First year under Coach Casey, they shot many more threes. Went from middle of the pack in 2018 to 6th overall last year.
Alex Lenz checked in for Jones. That one misses. And the threes the Pistons put up last year, Steve, a franchise record for them.
Next step is they're going to have to make them. This team is still looking for the right outside threats, but they know they want to stay a team that attacks from outside.
And that one, good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Parker against Rose. Parker dishes to Len. Now here's Parker. Last game we saw him score 14. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Number 1, Andre Drummond.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
Outside Rose. All alone. Len grabs the board.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Pembry shot good.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Galloway, the pass to Drummond. Poked away. Right side Rose. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Young passes to Len. Morris against Parker. Young taking his time here. Can't hit that one. Good D by Drummond.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Here's Crabbe, finished off the break.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Rose against Young. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Out to Parker. Here's Len. That one a little long. Pistons leading by 12. Rose in the post, defended by Young. Here's Bembry. Here's Parker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Parker's got 5 now.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Steve, so many talented players in the league. Sometimes there's frustration over the lack of playing time. For instance, you look at the Celtics last year, prime example.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, Kevin, you can have too much talent at the same positions and also style of play. You need some guys that can do other things that be effective on the court versus just scoring the basketball, and I think that's the reason why the Celtics ran into some trouble last year.
Thon Maker's checked in for the Pistons.
And here are the numbers for Turner. How he did last season. Averaged about 6 points a game last season. 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Rose serving the D. Rebound by the Hawks.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Bembry the pass to Fernando. Left block shot on the way. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Mikhailuk is checked in, and it's Frazier in for Derrick Rose. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Bulls. Morris, left side. There's 1:40 left to play in the first quarter. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Hawks trailing here by 8. Frazier with it. Shot clock at 5. Galloway kicks to Frazier. Fires it up.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Again, the miss by the Pistons. And he dunks it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. High arcing shot. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Crabbe. Makes it off the glass. And now just a 4-point Detroit lead.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Galloway. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Pistons lead by 7.
Very solid shot by Langston Galloway, doing it at the pro level.
Bembry the pass to Turner. Down low. Crabbe, good. Crabbe's got 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Galloway. He's coming off a 13-point game against Chicago.
Nice by Galloway. Understands the situation. Catches the defender a little out of position.
Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good.
After going undrafted, Langston Galloway in 2015, he was named to the all-rookie second team. It's a terrific story.
Galloway hits both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now Carter. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Detroit Pistons heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Andre Drummond says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this. Or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I could kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And, guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Turner is out there with Carter. Then it's Allen Crabbe. Then it's Alex Len. And it's Bembry in at the point. That free throw, no good.
Last year, an 8th seed finish for the Detroit Pistons. Had to work for it, battling it out to the very end of the season. Their 500 record of 41-41 was just enough to get in.
Good on the second free throw. And Smitty, last season for the Pistons, a short playoff trip as they were swept by Milwaukee, but still a learning experience.
Kevin, getting this team back to the playoffs was the first step. The young players learned a valuable lesson. It's all about changing the mindset and culture of this team.
The Hawks trail by 6. And here is Crabbe. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And the pass to Mikhailuk. Carter against Griffin. Here's Maker. The three-pointer, no good. Atlanta's shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Len, that ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Frazier outside. Back to Galloway. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Inside. One kick kicks to Turner. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Carter. Here's Len. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Frazier dishes to Griffin. And Vince Carter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Maker. Six to shoot from the arc. A nice shot by Mikhailuk. And the Pistons lead by 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Bembry. Frazier covering. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. Passes it to Griffin. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And it's a 5-point Piston lead.
Throwing his weight around, Blake Griffin converting through contact on that play.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Atlanta calls timeout. And Smitty, Blake Griffin stepping up his game in every way since joining the Detroit Pistons.
Kevin, last season was a career year in scoring, and he's doing so much on the floor. Rebounding and passing are a big part of his game now, and he's leading the way for this team in a lot of ways.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Trey Young.
He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 19 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Sinks the three-pointer.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
Here's Kennard. Turner covering. Kennard's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Bembry. And there's the pass to Len. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Carter outside. Now here's Len. Back to Carter. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Atlanta. Detroit's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Drummond passes to Griffin. Pass to Galloway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Turner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Turner's got the lead up to 1 now for Atlanta.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Rose with the ball. Young's there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And boy, what a year it was for Derrick Rose. And the sea of fans hoping that he would get back to what he once was, as he was electric.
And for Rose, so many had written him off, but he was a huge factor for the Timberwolves.
Rose still has a tremendous passion for the game, and it really shows on the court. His renaissance last season was one of the better stories in our league.
The free throw drops for Rose.
Rose has really accepted the responsibility of being the leader of this team. They look to him to deliver night after night.
Detroit making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Damian Jones is checked in for Alex Len. Jabari Parker comes in for Carter. Hunter's checked in for Turner. And it's Reddish in for Bembry. And Rose drops them both. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Back to Kennard. Tipped away. Parker with the steal. On the basket by Jones. And it's a three-point Atlanta lead.
He's got the height advantage in that matchup, and he's going to look to exploit it.
Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
That's what Griffin is known for best, his unreal vertical, which allows him to go over defenders.
Young outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Left side, Brown. Feeds to Rose. And the layup falls. Rose has got 22.
The last thing you want to see from the defense is Derrick Rose starting to find a rhythm with his shot.
Young passes to Reddish. Now, here's Hunter. And there's the feed to Parker. Young outside. Here's the three. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Rose against Young. Rose attacking, and he banks in the layup. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
Very aggressive, Derrick Rose. So efficient on how he attacks the hoop.
Young against Rose. From 11 feet away. Again, Young missing.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
To the left side wing. Here's Kennard. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Now just a 1-point Hawks lead. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. Dishes to Jones. Back to Young. And stolen by Drummond. Right side Rose. Griffin kicks to Rose. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Derrick Rose has a skill of getting fouled, drawing the defense, and loving the contact.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And it's tied up with that one.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up really 1 through 5.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second.
You look at the Atlanta Hawks offense, so much is generated outside in. 3rd in the league in three-point attempts last season. Of course, some of that was the addition of Trey Young.
Brown outside. Pass to Kennard. Lock at 6. Drummond dishes to Rose. Kennard, the pass to Brown. It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So it's Atlanta now. Young outside. Passes it to Parker. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. And Young gives that extra deep floor spacing, something teams are looking for now.
You watch Steph Curry and Dame Lillard, they're shooting from 26 to 27 feet out. That changes what a defense can take away. That's why Young, despite his size, was still drafted top 5.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, the brand new Little Caesars Arena here in Detroit. How are you feeling it, Smitty?
GA, it's a great state-of-the-art facility. Glad the new location is in downtown Detroit. Hopefully, an iconic venue for an iconic team.
He's perfect from the line this time. And the last two drafts, the Atlanta Hawks aggressively making trades to assemble this roster.
And drafting DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish, great length and versatility on the wings. You pair that with Trey Young and John Collins, and that's an exciting young core for the Hawks.
Shot's good by Kennard.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
And Young kicks to Parker. The shot that time, not on target. Griffin with some nice D. Here's Kennard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his third assist on the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Reddish. Some solid defense from Brown. And so Brown will bring it up for the Pistons. They led by as many as 18 points. Pass to Drummond. Here's Kennard. Brown outside. There's Rose with the three. Hunter grabs the miss.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Reddish. Some solid defense from Rose.
Look, he's got all the confidence in the world, but you're trying to go for the big finish. You've got to finish.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Parker passes to Young. Will it go? Knocks down the 3 ball. Young's got 9 points in the quarter.
Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Parker against Rose. Griffin with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
And Drummond is right there. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Drummond is very active on the offensive glass. This is where he can pile up a lot of points.
Now Young from downtown. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, how's it feel to be back on the floor again?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Good to see you back out here, Derek. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. Shaquille. Derrick Rose taking care of business in this one. He had 25 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
The way they were getting rained on from 3, they're lucky to still be in this. In some cases, it was shooters making contested shots, but in others, it was defenders leaving shooters wide open. You can't do that. Bottom line, their perimeter defense was lax, and that needs to change, and that's a fact. Almost rhyming, Ernie.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Atlanta.
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Atlanta's shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. On the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Brown out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Kennard in at the small forward. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Jones. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jabari Parker. That's foul number 2 for him. Detroit's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. The Pistons working the ball around now. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
I mean, tremendous body control in the air. Andre with the easy catch and flush.
Outside, Jones. The dish to Reddish. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Hawks have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. That one misses.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Reddish dishes to Parker. Young with no one around. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Rebounding and defense, Drummond provides Smitty. Feels similar to an old-school center.
Yeah, it does. Drummond is still very effective, even without having an outside shot. But he's gotten better at that. Most centers now can shoot threes, but Drummond is happy to stick to what he does best.
Jones knocks it loose. They get it back.
And here's a look at some stats for Jabari Parker. Good season for him last year. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
First one falls for him.
The former 5-star recruit, first overall pick in the draft. Griffin's been slowed down only by injuries.
Both free throws good from Griffin. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Bounce pass Young. Jones kicks to Reddish. Atlanta gets it back in a new 14.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And it's Brown missing. The Hawks trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Atlanta calls timeout. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. The 4th spot held by Trey Young.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Now, here's Reddish. He's covered by Brown. And here's Reddish. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Reddish has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
Pass to Griffin. Here's Kennard. He's got 9. Fires top of the key. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Jones kicks to Parker. Passes it to Reddish. Another shot. That shot misses. And Detroit the other way now. They led by as many as 18 points. Kennard, the pass to Rose. Drummond in the post. Count it. Good. Drummond's got 6 points.
Not many do a better job of carving out space for himself than Andre Drummond.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 19 points. Detroit leading by 3. Here's Kennard. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's Rose. Double team on Rose. Brown outside. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Reddish. Banked in off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Piston lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Kennard. And there it is for him. He's got 11.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Atlanta calls timeout. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops. And a quick check of the stats for Drummond. Coming off a terrific season. 1st in rebounding, 8th in steals, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Here's Young. Drops it in from 11 feet. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Trey Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Crabbe kicks to Carter. Young against Rose. The pass to Fernando for the tie, and he's good on the 3-ball. Fernando's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
Few people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Rose double teamed. Left side, Griffin. No good that time. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Crabbe kicks to Reddish. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Detroit. Left side, Griffin. Back to Rose. Oh, that's blocked. Young with the ball. 21 points in the game for the lead, and it's sent back by Drummond.
I feel like Drummond saw that one coming all the way. Great anticipation.
Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Over Crabbe. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got 5 points in the quarter. The Hawks have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. And Young kicks to Reddish. The Hawks working the ball around. Feeds it to Young. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Young's got 23.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Timeout.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
A different look here for Detroit. Markieff Morris is checked in for Griffin. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Brown. Turner's checked in for Atlanta. DeAndre Bembry comes in for Young. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
Here's Bembry. Kicks it to Turner. For the lead, Detroit with the rebound. Drummond's got 15 rebounds here tonight. There's the feed to Rose. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rose has got 27.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Shot from 12. The shot by Turner, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
To the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Drummond.
A nightly double-double machine. Andre Drummond gives you reliable production.
He doesn't get the second one. The Hawks trail by 3. Here's Bembry, and the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Detroit on D. Pass to Fernando. He kicks it to Crabb. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the break. Here's Kennard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
You know, a big change last season for Luke Kennard happened when he stopped worrying about taking bad shots. He was asked to be more proactive on offense and start creating chances for himself instead of waiting for the ball to be swung to him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And Smitty, that aggressiveness from Kennard, that's what the team wants from him.
He's a big part of their future. They need that from him. He may not be their number 1 or number 2 scorer, but he can be a very solid option off the bench or as a starter.
He hits the second from the line. The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Fernando. Here's Turner. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Rose. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Carter. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his second foul of the game. Carter, the pass to Fernando. There's the pass to Bembry.
Defensively, though, much improved here in the second half. They've limited the open looks, making them work for everything.
There's Galloway. Turner covering. 6 on the shot clock. Kennard, the pass to Morris. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Carter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Detroit leading by 6. Rose dishes to Drummond. Oh, and the jam by Drummond. Great game for him. Double-double down. 11 points and 17 rebounds.
Oh my, not just a good athlete, Andre is a freakish athlete. Something that really shines when he's creating highlights.
Carter against Morris. Out to Turner to stop the drought. Drains the three-pointer. Turner's got his second bucket tonight.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
And the Pistons making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Hawks trail by 8. Pass to Crabbe. Outside Turner. Pass to Carter. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. They led by as many as 18 points. Over to the wing. Here's Mikhailuk. Good work defensively by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Passes it to Fernando. And here's Carter. Now the pass to Bembry. Clock at 6. Pass to Fernando. Outside Turner. Fires the 3. Morris with the rebound.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Rose. Chalk up 2 there. Rose has got 34. 19 seconds left in the third. Now Carter. 6 points for him. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for Detroit, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We come back right after this. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Solid defense wins this game right here. All right, get it stopped and take whatever offense gives it. Keep moving the basketball. Solid.
Well, just taking things one, step at a time, Greg, imploring his guys to be smart with the ball.
A sound strategy. Dwayne Casey proving what a great communicator he is.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Jones is out there with Carter. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Allen Crabbe. And it's Turner in at the 2-guard spot.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Hawks trail by 11. To the right side. The Hawks working the ball around. Carter looking around. No good on the three. Detroit's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Griffin kicks to Frazier. Back to Griffin. Shoots over Turner, and Griffin scores. The assist by Frazier. 19 points for Blake Griffin.
When he's draining jump shots, it's hard to know what you want to do defensively. What do you take away?
Turner passes to Jones. Misses from close range. Pistons leading by 13. Pass to Galloway. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
We know how strong Griffin is, but he has the ability also to adjust his body in midair to draw the contact.
And with Thon Maker still a developing project, you forget, Smitty, how young he really is.
You're right, Kevin. Has a lot of time ahead of him. You can see the touch and the length he has. Hopefully, he can keep working and put it all together.
The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Griffin no good on the free throw.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Here's Reddish, and Maker sends it back.
Watching him protect the rim, you never guess Maker's averaging less than 1 block a game for his career.
Frazier outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Galloway. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Back to Frazier. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. He dishes it to Griffin. Over Jones. The Pistons rebound, and Morris throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Hunter. Rebound, Detroit. Griffin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low, Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
Passes it to Jones, kicks it to Hunter. And here's Jones. The pass to Hunter for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Frazier outside. To the paint. Back to Morris. Outside Griffin. This one for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Hunter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when Hunter attacks like that, it really puts the defense in a tough spot. Love it when he takes the initiative.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Rose, he's checked in for Detroit. And he makes both free throws. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Trey Young gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. So it's the Pistons now. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Galloway. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And the Pistons lead by 18. Hawks have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Young. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Rose. Smitty, interesting fact about Trey Young. Drafted by the Hawks, but he has a strong fear of birds.
Wow. I also heard he even had a meeting with their mascot, Harry the Hawk, to get a comfort zone with each other. They're cool now, but Trey Young, not a fan of other birds.
That free throw good from Young.
Well, comparisons to Steph Curry, unfair for Trey Young, and they're quieting. His shooting percentages in year one leave plenty of room for growth.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Drummond comes in for Maker, and it's Luke Kennard in for Morris. And a change for the Hawks. Parker's checked in. And Greg, you talk about unfair comparisons for Trey Young. His career will always be measured against that of Luka Doncic after the Hawks traded back from the number 3 pick.
And Doncic going on to win Rookie of the Year, an instant star. And Trey Young with plenty of talent. And we'll see what he can accomplish.
Pass to Hunter. Dishes it to Parker. Good D by Drummond.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
I mean, on those alley-oop plays from Blake Griffin, you can't give him room to take off.
Turner looking around. Parker passes to Fernando. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And, Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have an identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
And it's Turner off the drive. The shot misses. Pistons leading by 22. Here's Kennard. Pass to Drummond. Back to Kennard. Just 4 to shoot. Griffin trying to get open, and it's Drummond missing. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Young's shot is off.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since.
Here's Galloway. Turner covering. And it's sent back by Turner. On the wing, Turner. Young trying to break free, and Turner with the basket on the assist by Hunter.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Galloway taking his time here. Passes it to Rose. Knocked loose. Rose double teamed. Unloads. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Hawks trail by 20.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Griffin, and finished off by Griffin.
Can you believe that move? That is power. That is grace. That is awesome.
Outside Turner. He kicks it to Hunter. Parker up top. Young outside. Over Rose. Young's shot is off. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Rose gets the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now, here is Young. Kicks to Parker. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And that's now 11 points for Parker.
I love that Trey Young puts his passes on target and in spots where his teammates are comfortable playing.
Griffin passes to Rose, and the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 40 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Just 5 on the clock. Parker passes to Fernando. Young for 3. And Galloway pulls it down. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
And for a team's schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's the reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Hunter dishes to Parker. Carter right side. Reddish with the ball. Off target from outside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Rose with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. Releases. Drummond, and Drummond is right there.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a sixth sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Here's Young, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Okay, incredible body control, the will to complete the play. Young with the potential and one.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Griffin goes in, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. So much new technology, a lot of it so exciting. Steve, did you see the demo of the jersey that can change a player's name and number the other day? Wow, that was something.
I did. I saw the demonstration that Adam Silver did. It is fantastic. I was thinking about myself, Kevin. I played for 7 teams. That's a lot of changing of the name and number. Shoot 2.
That's good from Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin hits them both. Now Reddish. The dish to Hunter. Carter outside. Now the pass to Young. Carter outside. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Young against Rose. To the left wing. Here's Drummond. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 15 points for Andre Drummond.
Terrific concentration. Drummond maintaining focus through some physical play.
That's tipped. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Top of the key, Griffin. Back to Galloway. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Yeah, Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that's going into shoes right now.
And the first one drops. That one is no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Detroit.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Derrick Rose.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Here's Griffin. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Reddish. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw good from Reddish. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Galloway. Now Griffin. Outside Rose. Double team on Rose. Shot clock at 5. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Detroit has possession. Griffin finds Rose. Now here's Drummond, defended by Young. Here's Galloway. The 3. Offensive rebound.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time